be none, no reason for your mans to panic. You don't wanna see no ambulances. Knock drink down in this cup. That's the way you get Timberland up. Let the music diffuse all attention. Ball or convention, free admission. Can move swift. All my just coming homies. Get money, leave the beef alone slowly. Get out my face, you people so phony. Pull out my waist and I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. With them gangsters, with them. I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. Where them gangsters at? Where them at? Running, yo, my mood is real rude. Show you what to do. Don't box my obliges. Every invitation to fight you. Like Pun said, you ain't even in me class. Made batch bins, backseat, TV plasma. Ladies looking for athletes or rappers. Whatever you choose, whatever you do, make sure he a thug and intelligent too. Like a real thoroughbred is. Show me love, let me feel. Females who's the is always. And I like a little sassiness, a lot of class. Mommy reaching your bag, past the. I'm a leader at last. This a don you with my spit, lose consciousness. spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on to North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it's warm in the winter. On up to Minnesota, where it's storm in the winter. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. B&H-Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. A rematch of the incredible NBA Finals of 2015. Warriors came out on top in that series in 6. Looking back now, Shaq, do you think the Cavs could have won if they were healthy?
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. We don't like to use ifs. We don't like to make up excuses. However, losing Kyrie and Love was devastating for the Cavs. Ernie, they had to roll with a 7-man rotation for most of the series.
I think the Cavs still will have some depth problems even this year, and they would have had them against the Warriors even if that didn't happen. So, Warriors, champs, deservingly.
Yeah, a ditto. I certainly echo that sentiment for what it's worth. And that'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thanks for joining us.
Got an electric crowd here in Golden State's Oracle Arena. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers facing the Golden State Warriors. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving at point guard.
Mozgov, guys, was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Mozgov was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached the Russian national team.
Mozgov and Blatt with a close connection from their international play. Mozgov was a big part of taking home a bronze medal. Remember Clark back in 2012 with Blatt?
Yeah, exactly. In Russia, and now again with the Cavs, Mozgov is showing that Blatt has great confidence and trust in his ability, and that's wonderful for a player.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the final. Impressive work.
Now Love. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Here's Barnes, up and in on the layup.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it. And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
And stolen by Love. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. The drive by LeBron. Kicks it out to Love. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Love's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off. but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history. Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Now here's Shumpert after the miss from Stephen Curry. Another three for Cleveland.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Bogut. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And it's Shumpert penetrating. Good on the shot. Shumpert's got 7 points in the game.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding. Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
One shot.
And the Warriors with some changes. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, the third in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular, years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. Here is Livingston. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Livingston's got his first basket of the night. Cleveland leading by 10. Outside Irving. From downtown. The shot will not go. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way.
And guys, one thing people often forget to mention about Bogut, his passing. What sets him apart as a big man is his court vision. And whether it's from the high post, low post, he can create opportunities for his teammates.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
LeBron right side. And a great job by Vidi contesting that shot and forcing the miss. From the corner. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Livingston. Iguodala's got 5. The Cavaliers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Irving with a clean look. Cleveland gets it back. Warriors trail by 5. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. Here's Curry. LeBron with the block.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And stolen by Irving. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Shumpert, no good. There's the dish to Livingston. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
The drive by Shumpert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Shumpert's got 9 points.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. To the inside. And stolen by Love. Irving dishes to Shumpert. A wide open look for Love. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Love's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Warriors trail. The drive by Green. 26 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Shumpert passes to Irving. Picked by Mozgov. And Shumpert kicks to LeBron. From outside, off the mark. 4 seconds left. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got 6.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Cavaliers on top, up by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA career after a long and illustrious career coaching over in Europe. He talked about the difference coaching abroad.
There's just a lot more practice time. And when the games come, you're still playing 2, maximum 3 times a week. You know, here you could be playing 4 or 5 times a week, and your practice time is going to be limited, and your ability to change things is going to be limited. You know, adjustments can and will be made and should be made, but you got to be a lot more pointed.
And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and he's done a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. There's nothing that compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Thompson and Verja at the 4 and 5. Smith is out there with Williams, and it's Jefferson in at the 3.
Wow, beautiful feed from Mo Williams.
Warriors trail by 7.
And for Verja, his wild hair and frenetic style long ago earned him the nickname Wild Thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges, but that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
It's rebounded by Golden State.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Now, here is Smith. And Drew Bogut unable to get his shot to go.
A big part of this run here has been their ability to hit from mid-range, guys. I mean, that's unique.
And a lot of teams shy away from that mid-range, but if you can get them off of rhythm, then you can have...
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
YOLO? I don't even know anymore. What that even mean, though? If you only...
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Jefferson. Warriors trail by 11. For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
Warriors have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. It's taken away by Smith. Outside Williams. Again, the miss by Williams. The Warriors shooting at a decent 44% clip here. And Thompson kicks to Bogut. Back to Thompson. Here's Azili. He's guarded by Verajao. That is good. And the Cavaliers' lead cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Azili.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there. I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise he'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
They recover it. Verajao. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Thompson.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Verajao. Love comes in for Tristan Thompson. LeBron's checked in for Smith. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Williams. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Well, going back to Bogut when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. One of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with timely putbacks.
You know, he's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented lunch pail kind of guy who simply wants to do his part.
Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Irving drives in. Tries again. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Andre Iguodala.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling. You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
And Cleveland making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. Now here's Spates. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Rob. Outside Curry. Shot from the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists tonight. And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And LeBron has been in the postseason every year since his rookie season. Last year he passed Jerry West on the all-time postseason scoring list. I'm sure he'll just continue to climb up the record book.
And so here is Golden State. They trail by 14. And for LeBron in the playoffs last season, he did more than just score. Clark, he did it all and really stepped his game up when Kevin Love went down and Kyrie Irving was hobbled. He covered every base.
Yep, and that's what's so impressive about LeBron in the playoffs. Everybody expects him to lead and hit big shots, and he never lets them down. Very rarely does he come up short in big moments.
And he gets it to go. James has got 8 points.
He is really having a good quarter, a strong quarter, an efficient quarter, doing a lot of positive things out there.
Curry dishes to Iguodala. Curry passes to Spates. Green kicks to Spates. Golden State moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Livingston. But they recover it. Misses the 3.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got his 5th assist in this one. Tries it from 19. That's good. 10 points for LeBron.
Boy, Kevin, what a sweet stroke from LeBron that trip.
Curry. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And a chance here to just double-check the ruling on the floor. I wasn't sure if he got it off in time or not, so I appreciate the second look as well.
And you know what? We're watching exactly what the officials are seeing, Greg, from the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus. We've got the time right here, so they're making sure they got it right.
And they've seen enough. The basket will not count. The quarter has come to an end before the shot.
Still important to have a second look at it, Kevin. I mean, the technology's available, so you might as well use it.
Absolutely. And so that's the end of the first half. Cavaliers lead by 15. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, here with Stephen Curry. And Steph, you've had to deal with a lot of defensive pressure. What do you need to do to counteract that?
I just got to slow down. I mean, we're playing good defense, trying to trap the ball screens and take them off the 3-point line. But, you know, just got to be aggressive, keep getting shots up, making the right plays, and they'll turn around.
Steph, thank you so much. Kevin, it's not easy in the NBA.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter got a lot more exciting for them as they were putting up big numbers and find themselves way out in front here at the half. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
I love the way they're getting after it in the paint. Moving bodies, attacking the rim, scoring at will. Sometimes teams try to hurt you with the 3 ball, They went right for the heart of the defense. Look at them to keep pounding it inside and staying physical.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, first of all, Ernie, they were atrocious on the boards. Getting tough on the glass has got to be the first thing they address. There is no way they can come back into the game unless they show more fight in the paint. If not, Ernie, they're going to be barbecue chicken.
So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now, we take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half call.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Shumpert. He's got 11 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Let's continue the saga, mad drama. I met this chick, she said she knew where ignorance was at. I said where? She said downtown. He had. I think the line is a setup, I can smell it, but ignorance is running rampant. Aight, baby, show me the exact spot. Meet me at Hoyt and Skimmerhorn at 3 on the dot. So I my 7 sense is danger. I turn around this anger. Any word of marvel on. It's the same old song. Despair and animosity got broke with the swiftness. I don't know what they think this is. I feel a sharp pain in my neck.
Warriors trail by 15. Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt, and it's Barnes in its small forward. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
A few minutes pass by, I hear a buzzing noise. It was that chick with some of Ignorance's boys. She said, Prophet, we got you beat. By the way, I'm Mr. Ignorance's wife, Deceit. But enough talk now for your haircut.
Free throw, good, Bogut.
And back to the Cavs and their road play. Teams with a lot of new players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Talk about being streaky on the road. That's what the Cavs were. I mean, could rattle off 4 wins on the road in a row, then come back empty from their next road trip. They did seem, though, to get stronger and more steady as the season went on.
Now Barnes, following the 3-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Clearly a mental lapse and at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time. But it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
And a wide open look for James. Cleveland the rebound. Love dishes to Mozgov. Can't finish the one-handed jam. Warriors trail by 14. Here's Thompson. LeBron with the block. And they're able to recover. Fires the 3. But they'll get another chance. Mozgov's shot is off.
Something needs to change for them here. I mean, starting the half 0 for 5, that's not going to get it done.
Barnes passes to Curry. Bogut with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And stolen by James. They push it up 4 on 3. And that one's good. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. LeBron James, by many surveys, and no surprise here, GA, the most popular athlete in America.
I mean, the highest paid player in the league. And you know what? He deserves it. This guy has really carried the mantra as the face of our game, as well as anybody. And I tell you what, people now are starting to acknowledge the guy also delivers when it matters.
Warriors trail by 16.
And you know, for LeBron, he's blazed a trail as far as his business empire is concerned. He gave his childhood friends a chance to manage his affairs. Many thought it was a huge mistake, but he's doing quite well with the guys that he chose.
Now here's Barnes. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And for LeBron, he said he'd like to be a billionaire. It's his ambition to have an influence that goes beyond the game. And guys, he is certainly on his way.
Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for the Warriors. Barbosa comes in for Curry, and the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert, and Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. Now, here is Smith. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Barnes can't get it to go.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Now the feed to James. Softly drops in the floater. LeBron's got 12 points in the game.
And they seem to have gotten something out of almost every possession. Their defense has been just as good, just a tremendous performance all the way around.
Yeah, and they're doing it in hostile territory, too. I mean, don't forget about that part of it, which makes it even more impressive.
And Thompson kicks to Green, and it's good. Green's got his first points of the night. The Cavaliers leading by 21. Down low. Here's Thompson. Barnes grabs the miss. Warriors have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. Out to Thompson. Fires the 3. Kept alive. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And GA, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's kind of got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically good frame. He's a low down there, and what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
Sun changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Festus Ezeli. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Leandro Barbosa. And Cleveland also making a change. Jefferson's checked in. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
You know, and Ezeli missing a lot of games with various injuries from the knee and ankle a season ago. He can be a quality rebounder and rim protector, but he's got to find a way to stay healthy.
Now, here is Smith. 7 points in the game. And James gets it to go.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found a weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
And it's not often you see a team as efficient from that short 17, as I like to call it, but it's really worked well for them today. And Ezeli, originally from Nigeria, picked up the game late. Only played 6 years of organized basketball before going pro, so still developing his hands and offensive skill set, but clearly he's got the tools physically to play.
LeBron, no luck. Warriors trail by 21. Iguodala kicks to Livingston. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Livingston's got 13 points.
And I don't think that was a shot they had in mind, but they'll take it.
Williams with a clean look sinks the three-pointer.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Now here's Thompson. Fires from 14. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
Andrew Bogut checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Thompson. A switch here also for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Mo Williams. Here's James, and he gets the shot to ball after coming off the pick. James has got 6 in the quarter.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And Smith with a clear path to the hoop.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters, but such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles, sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
Roof shot.
Free throw drop for Smith.
Just absolute domination in this one for Smith. He has 8 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Love comes in for LeBron. Iman Shumpert's checked in for Jefferson. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Curry dishes to Livingston. It's taken away by Smith. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Nice D from Bogut.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Cavaliers ahead, opening up a huge gap. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
The 10-gallon tracks, the hood cowboys with the 10-gallon raps, racking ACG boots, baseball caps. I agree to see the simulation. This is the shot said to get used to. Gangstar foundation to treat. We blast off, shine, I just waited our chance to blast off here rounds.
And we're getting underway here.
ケンさん、お疲れ様です。敵がね、うまいんですよ。確実に入れてきよるからね。なかなか止めれないですね。この赤いのが敵なんですけどね。
Osgood is out there with James Jones. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving in at the point guard position.
パス回しも速いし、確実に決めてきよるからね。
Shot clock at 6.
めっちゃ邪魔してますけど。邪魔してもらって入れてきよるからね。なかなかね、差が縮まらないんですよ。
Dishes to Azili from
シ
deep.
ュート入ら
And
ん。
it's rebounded by Anderson Varejao.
あー、やばい。
Irving's got it. The fast break chance.
完全にカウンター食らいました。
They're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Azili kicks to Curry.
あかん。取られるか取られるか。おっ
Last touch by Curry.
と。アウトオブカウン
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Steph Curry. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked
それ
in
は
for
手放
Mozgov.
さなダメです。
Jefferson comes in for Jones. Matthew Dellavedova has
ま
checked
とめ
in
売
for
りで
Harris.
す
And
ね。
it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Williams kicks to Dellavedova. We played just
あー、
over
来た。
1 minute here in the
また
fourth
これ
quarter.
入るんで
That
すよ
one
ね、これ。
goes. Counted.
うまいこと入れよるんですよ。
Start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point. You know, guys, the teamwork and rhythm we saw from them earlier just isn't there right
ル
now.
ールが
They've
よう
lost
わ
it.
かんない
And
で
the
すよね、これ。
turnovers are starting to pile up.
For Cleveland, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a
う
roll.
わっと、来た来た来た来た来
And
た。
it's the Warriors.
あー、ダンクいただきます。決まりました、ダンク。ガツンと。
Nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the
気持
finish?
ちいいですね、
Nothing
ダン
spurs
ク。
some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was
たまに
displayed
ダン
right
ク決
there.
めれるんですよ。
Thompson sets the pick for
あー、やばい
Williams.
やばい、来た来た来た来た来た。
Warriors with the rebound.
ダッシュダッシュダッシュダッシュ。
Off of that pick, but it just
ダッシュダッシュダッシュダッシュ。シュート入らん。あちゃ
It's
ー。
really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Cleveland moving the ball
来
around.
た来た来た。
Another miss
そ
by
う、奪い
Williams.
取る。ダッシュダッシュダッシュダッシュ。カウンターカウンターカウンター。入れる。いただきます。
8 points in a row for them in the transition game, and they're feeling it right now. They're in a nice flow.
Yeah, look at the pressure they are putting on the defense. Everybody's filling lanes. This is just fun to watch.
Jefferson has a wide open look.
うわ、あれを決め
Williams
てく
who
る。
picks up the assist.
相変わ
Williams
ら
has
ずう
got
まい
4
です
assists in the
な。
game. Warriors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
う
Stolen
わ
by
ー、パクら
Thompson.
れた。
Williams against Barbosa. It's Thompson off the drive. Outside for Jefferson. Hits the
あー、
3-point
また
bomb.
入る。
Jefferson's
相
got
変
5
わら
points
ず
now
う
this
ますぎ
quarter.
んでしょ、これ。
And let's get your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Cleveland.
どんだけうまいんですか
Defensive effort
ね。
has paid off for them, guys.
シ
With
ュ
more
ー
than
ト
a few
入らん。
steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
Here's Williams.
来たー、入れてきた。
And an open path
こ
to
んなにうまいこと入れてくる
easy
の。
bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Golden State's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Barbosa passes to Azili. To stop the run.
あーっと
He kicks to
ねじ
Azili.
込んだんちゃうんすか
No
今。
one near Iguodala as he
あ
lets
ー
it
ちゃー、
go.
また入らん。
Misses the wing J.
Well, they've only got a
今
slight
のは
edge in
何やったん
rebounding
す
when you
か。
look
空
at
振
the
りダン
numbers.
クですか
But
ね
it。certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession.
バチコーン行きましたね、今。
Some changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for James Michael McAdoo. And it's Livingston in for Brandon Rush. And Cleveland with a change here too. J.R. Smith's checked in for Williams. Now Jefferson. Just 5 to shoot. The leaner. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Yeah,
the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
これまたシュートがなかなか難しくてね。入らん。もう一発入れる、ねじ込む。試合でねじ込みましたね。なかなかこう邪魔をして手を広げたりとかいろいろやってるんですけど、あーやばいやばい、あー来た、入れられた。相変わらずずっと入れてきます。
Not only did he come off the bench for the first time ever, but he really thrived in doing so, playing the fewest minutes per game in his career.
いただきます。
Some of the nagging injuries that had plagued him in the past. And
今のは美味しい。
the Warriors assembled a franchise record of 67 wins last season. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Cleveland.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And what a huge standout performance it was for James. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Golden State.
You know, for Iguodala at this point in his career, it's just about winning. He's had a couple of large contracts. He's made multiple All-Star teams, but now it's about rings for him. And he got one.
Now the Warriors moving it up. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Rush gets the bucket.
They're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
That's tipped.
よっしゃ、パクったパクったパクったパクった、行く行く行く、ねじ込む。
Fire that pass down the court, guys. I mean, that's the best way to keep the fast break moving.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Dellavedova. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
さようなら、また来週。
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. We got to see your offense in full effect here tonight. Seems like everyone on this team is really on the same page.
I definitely think so. You know, we got a lot of great players on our team, a lot of people who can score, and hopefully we can just keep building on it.
JR, appreciate the time as always. Kevin?
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
また来週。
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
The thing that has to jump out at you is all of those points in the paint. He found every gap in the defense that he could, and he never stopped attacking the basket. If the D was expecting him to just hang out on the perimeter, they were wrong.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will in the game.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
さあ、では、終わります。お疲れ様でした。